Morning guys, Crypto Mark back again for the next update on the KRC20 wallet tracking journey. So we'll get cracking on, see what we've got. So here's the spreadsheet. Again, if you're new, purchase date in December, couple in January. They're the tokens down the left hand side. They're the cost basis, so small fry. Just a journey to do, really. Track some wallets, some meme coins through and see how they progress, basically. And the answer is not brilliantly at the minute, if we're honest. So these are the running totals at the bottom, you can see. Steadily, well, there's been a little bit of fluctuation along the way, but going down a little bit. But in fairness, in the last 3 weeks, not down massively. When you consider what's happened with the crypto market in general. So, you know, it's kind of like a little bit of a, not quite a wasted exercise, but, you know, the balances are down to like $1, $1.40, $3 up to $4.80, $2 up a little bit, $16 down to 12. Yeah, I might have to sort of review the situation and think, do I need to buy some more, some different ones? Any feedback as well, please. Any ideas how I keep this journey going? Because I've started the journey and I don't want to give up on it, and I'm not going to give up on it. And I will, irrelevant, I will do videos and talk about Kaspa, but I don't want to give up on the KRC20s because I firmly believe that some of these will do well when they come back. It's just that the sentiment isn't here for this market right now. So basically what's happening is it's just like sort of bleeding down a little bit, and they're just sort of, it's whimpering out. So me making videos talking about $2.13 to $1.45, you know, $1.91 to $1.48, it's kind of like, who cares? I suppose it could be from a viewer point of view. So please just give us a bit of a steer if you don't mind. Am I wasting my time doing that sort of side of things? Or if not, and you want to sort of see it through, I'm keen to see it through. I've made the commitment that I'm going to keep doing them, and if I didn't keep doing the videos, I would still just track the journey until they basically all die or they all come back or whatever it is. But I think the value is seeing the documented video journey all the way through weekly. That yes, there might be some irrelevance. So the last 3-4 weeks, basically nothing's happened. Even you could argue further back than that, to be fair. The last 6, 7, 8 weeks, maybe not that much has happened, and it's a little bit boring. But who knows what the next 8 weeks will bring. So that's kind of the viewpoint I'm taking on it anyhow. So yeah, I'm happy to be led by what people's comments may be. Or not led, but certainly I'll take some influence from what you guys want to see, if you want to see anything at all. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. So let's have a look at the wider picture. Not again, sorry, I'll just go back there. Not a huge amount to report on. Wolfie seems to be doing really, really well. Yeah, bought end of December. This is the place that's down in London. It's a bar in London, and there's NFTs, and you know, you get certain perks for having NFTs and such like. Bought in at $10 worth. Did I buy in $10? Yeah, $10, and it's gone to 13, back to 10, back to 10, 13, 9. Well, I'm on the right one. 9, $7, $18, $17, $16, $12. So it's got that right mixture of up and down sort of sentiment. I'll be honest, I haven't looked massively into it, other than the fact I know it's in London. I'm in the UK, so it's the easiest sort of one for me to look into effectively. But this exercise, I haven't got time to look into the ins and outs of everything. But yeah, I do sort of I've got an idea about what they're about. But again, I'm waiting for KRC20s to come back before I really fully invest my time in looking into all these sorts of things. So let's just have a little look at the wider market, what we've got going on. So let's talk about just the crypto market in general. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as it was last week with this. The visual is these charts down the side, and they're all pretty much got the same pattern. You could almost overlay most of these red ones, and they're going to look pretty much the same. A downward, a bit of a pump, a downward again. They're much of a muchness, in fairness. Kaspa is no different. It is not doing fabulous, if we're honest. But equally, it's not something that wasn't forecasted. I've seen a lot of comment about going back to 5 cent. And we're at 6 cent, but kicking the pants off 5. And that's pretty much played out what people have said would happen. So yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is. Crypto's where it's at right now. Good time to buy, not financial advice. Obviously, do your own research. If you believe in something, then it could be whatever that something is. It could be time to have a little look and maybe dollar cost average in. I know I have been doing that with Kaspa myself, even just this evening here, about 20 minutes before I came on stream. Also Turbo, Pepe, because those things are not dead, in my opinion. It's just things move in waves, and at this moment in time, particular waves can be down, and then when they come back bullish again, you can turn your however much, you can double it, treble it, whatever. I'm not that kind of investor. You guys that watch me, you'll know I'm just sort of buy and hold. But again, buy and hold is not a bad recipe, because if you buy lower, then you're getting more value for your buy, and then ultimately you're going to accumulate a bigger stockpile, as it would be. Yeah, so that's that. I'm bullish on it. All this stuff and you can get bogged down too much, I think, with following people on Twitter, and I don't tend to do that much of that anymore, because you kind of maybe not even kind of subconsciously taking on what they're saying. And if you look at it, it's just bad news. It can kind of play on your mind, and it can just kind of get into you, and you can get that overwhelming sentiment in your own head just off looking at other people's opinions that it's all bad news. So I kind of just take it on its own merit. Crypto has been up and down forever, and it's what it'll always do. But if you get too focused and too self-invested in it, it can potentially affect your mental health, if we're honest. I'll speak about that as well. I've been there, done that, waking up in the middle of the night and checking charts and things. It's not a good place to be honest. And that's a sign that you're too much focused on it. You need to maybe just take a little bit of a step back. In your bags, ultimately, you don't lose until you sell. And if you're in good projects that you fully believe in, then really you shouldn't lose in theory, if that makes sense. You're going to get the odd crypto that should be the new shining light, and it should be this, that, and the other, and that maybe it isn't. For some underlying reason, it doesn't pan out to be that way. That can happen. But equally, if you've got a diverse portfolio and you're across a number of different cryptos that you're fully convicted in, they can't all go like that. That's kind of my view on things. So yeah, community sentiment you can still see is bullish on Kaspa at 88%. What else we've got? We'll have a little look at the Kas FYI. We'll have a look at the KRC20s. Bought some more Nacho last week, Friday night my time. It's come down a bit since then, to be fair, but that's always, it's sod's low on it. You buy it. It was about 8 million when I bought it, 7.5 maybe. Market cap is down to 6.2. Again, I think it's just the position that it's in. The whole of the KRC20s, the whole of Kaspa, the whole of crypto in general are down significantly. So if you've got a play that you're interested in, could be time to stake a claim. Make your small purchase or whatever you want to do, again, not financial advice, and then see where you go, because ultimately buying low and selling high is the game. But yeah, it's, if we all had a crystal ball, we'd wait and we'd buy everything for a penny and sell it for $100, wouldn't you? But you know, it's one of those where unfortunately we're all in this boat together, and by and large, a lot of it is going to be luck for people. Some people that make a lot just be lucky, basically. Some people that lose a lot could be unlucky. So again, I would always caution against putting in any more than you can afford to. There's nothing I wouldn't put anybody off buying like $10 of all of these. $15, $20, depends on what your affordability is. $50 if you wanted. Whatever your risk to reward ratio is and your affordability, and again, not financial advice, you could do a lot worse, and then shut your computer, come back in 3 months and see where you're at. Or do what I do and track it weekly, every couple of weeks or whatever. I'll just keep more of an eye on it, but please try don't let it screw with your mind. And if it does, you potentially put more in than what you can afford to lose. I mean, no one can afford to lose anything. I suppose that's the thing. No one wants to lose anything. So yeah, it's just about trying to be a little bit ice cold about it, really. Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. These domains, I'm still super bullish on these. I haven't connected a wallet. I don't want to connect a wallet on screen, actually. But yeah, these domains where you can have whatever your name is, .Kas, yeah, actually. So yeah, you can create domains. So for example, my name, CryptoMark.Kas, I bought for 35 Kas, which is about $3 or something. So yeah, going forward, if we believe, and I believe, that Kaspa is going to be as big as it's going to be, having these addresses with these simple names that you can only have once, that can only be minted once, and having something that resonates with you, or if you're speculative and you want to pick up the name of like Amazon.Kas, I mean, it's gone, but you get the idea, or Facebook.Kas or Meta.Kas, again, I haven't checked, but 99.9% certain that they would have went. But if you can fall upon ones that, and speculate that people then may want to buy when these become able to be marketed, which they're going to be shortly, where you can list them for sale, it's not a bad shout, in fairness. Again, you know, you see all these millionaires have made money out of having domains that, and it's just, all they've done was think ahead of the game. And this is exactly where we're at with Kaspa. So if you believe in Kaspa and you believe it can go where I think it's going to go, and there's a chance if you're watching this video you think it's going to go, then maybe not a bad shout to just grab a few, whatever's local to you. It might be certain shops, or, you know, I'm in the UK, so things to me here are different to you guys in America or wherever you're watching from around the world. So yeah, again, just maybe have a little look. You know, it's a very small investment for basically potential huge upside, and at the end of the day, it makes no odds. It's still a wallet that you can use yourself if you don't sell it or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So it's just one of them. I've noticed, yeah, what's this? Shout out, because at the minute the KNSs, the domains, you can only use on Kasware wallet. What's this? A new KNS10. Users can now send and receive Kas using KNS domains on Castle. So this is a new wallet. Always love a new wallet. Let's have a look. New gateway to Kaspa. Castle. I'm going to follow them anyway because I need to log into them. Again, how early is this? 333 followers. Right, I need to have a look into this and see what this wallet looks like. So I will do that. I will have a look. But again, like I've said on previous videos, there's loads of stuff going on with people in the background, not just like the main people in Kaspa, you know, like developing smart contracts and whatnot, but in the various companies that are like racing to try and be the first people to have the smart contracts, but all these new wallets coming into play. all the memes coming into play. We'll have a look at some of them. NFTs as well. So what we've got here now. More new ones again. I'm pretty sure that's new. These, I really like these. There's lots of things to factor in when you look at these. Like this one here, there's only 400 and 324 being minted. So there's not many left. So kind of if you ain't got one, then you're not getting the one, because that's how many there is, 400 total supply. If these then put a great website up, put a great X page up, have developed some sort of use case, you know how it works with NFTs. If they become a sought after commodity, and there's only 400 if you own one, then that's kind of when the prices go up. So yeah, but I just like the design of them, to be fair. Yeah, I just like them. I don't know. It's each of their own, isn't it? But I just like them. But what I mean is, like, there's more projects launching NFTs. There's more projects launching memes. There's more projects. And again, it's not a great time to be doing that when the markets are so sort of down. That's new, pretty much. I haven't seen that one, I don't think. I think that's new as well. Yeah, so it's maybe not the best time to be launching. So what that might lead me to believe is there's people sitting on the sidelines with really great ones ready to go, but they're kind of not wanting to launch when it's like in a bit of a downward trend. They probably want to launch on an up curve, get a bit of traction and get themselves going. So what more great stuff is waiting to come, basically, is what I'm saying. Trump, yeah, I mean, some of them are. They look all right as well, actually. Again, 438. But what I'm looking for with these is what sets them apart. What makes them different to NFTs on other platforms, and what makes them sort of unique. How many are there? How much do they cost? Do they have any use case? Have they got a website? So have they got an X page? Have they got something other than someone's just launched a load of pictures? But again, that's not something that you can just kind of decide straight away. You need to kind of take it away and look into it a little bit. So I will do that with some of these. And I think I'll just do that with more of these when they keep coming out. I mean, not being funny, but no is the answer to this one without even looking at it, in fairness. It doesn't make a lot of sense to be taken seriously. Yeah, but this one's high, and are they mushrooms? $1,000 Kas. But again, could be a great project, could have something behind it, but I haven't looked into it at all. Wolfpack, these are the ones for that Wolfie, the token that I've got, and I do believe that these have got a use case because I've looked into them a little bit. In terms of if you go to the place in London and you've got the NFT, get you certain discounts and all that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of like the right way of doing it, if I'm honest. And you know, everything is now just digital, isn't it? Online, you do all your stuff online now, and things like this, having an NFT for a place could be your new like club card sort of thing. You know, like when you have a members card, it's that kind of principle. So yeah, I like it, but I just love the fact that, and it's not just on the Kaspa network; it's across crypto in general. I just love the innovativeness. Is that the right word? The innovativeness. I feel like one of them's the right word. I'm not sure which one. The fact that people are like getting on board and looking at how to make a niche in the markets that can be beneficial to people. Kind of like launching businesses, I suppose. That add value and give value to people and add value to the system that they're in. So yeah, these are new. I'm sure these I haven't seen any of these. Go to. I'll be cautious with number 2 on the end because it's probably a copy version. Again, apologies if not. I need to look into these a bit more. Shark Gang. feet. There's all sorts of stuff going on there. Boob apes, again, I think that other one. No thanks, but each to their own. Broccoli. The broccoli was a thing, wasn't it, in terms of a meme of late? But the artwork and all, it looks alright, to be fair. But again, I would need to look into them a bit more. But yeah, so I would just probably want to put out a message that, you know, for anybody that's, especially if you're new in the crypto space and you're seeing the way things are going and it's bad news floating about and you're just looking at your wallet and it's going down and down and down and down. Been there, done that, wore the t-shirt multiple times. It's crypto. It is what happens. It's tough to take. It's hard to stomach. If you're struggling with it, what I would recommend is potentially just shutting down your computer, shutting down your phone, not looking for a week. Do something else. Get yourself out for some fresh air. Do something to take yourself away from it. Don't kind of get yourself down in the doldrums about it. It's beyond your control. You can't do anything about it. But equally, the other side of the coin, when things go wild, it's the opposite emotions, and you can't do anything about those either. But it's the wildness of how far it can go. So yeah, don't beat yourself up if you've made a purchase. Like what always happens, like when I bought some Kaspa the other day, bought it, dropped a cent straight away. It's just kind of, it is what it is. It's always going to happen. You can hang on and wait to buy and thinking, oh, I'm buying it at 100% the right time and then it'll drop. Or you don't buy and then it goes up. It's one of those things. There's nothing you can do about it. Everyone always feels that it's like a personal insult to them and it's like on them. But it isn't. It happens for everybody and we all feel the same thing. It always feels personal that you've got in at the wrong time, you sold at the wrong time, or you bought at the right time, at the wrong time, sorry. You just kind of have to make that choice and then try, as hard as it is, to just cap it off in your head. Done it and that's it. Made the right decision at the right time. That's the end of it. So yeah, not trying to like obviously teach people how to suck eggs or anything like that. Just from personal experience, it's a difficult place to be. It can be wild, and it's potentially a lot of the reason why there's not a massive amount of people in crypto, because it is too much of a heartfelt swings and ups and downs, where some people probably just can't take it. It's akin to gambling, essentially, in some respects. And there's people that don't gamble, there's people that gamble crazy and lose everything. It's not dissimilar, if I'm honest with you. But yeah. So, okay, I'm going to leave it there. I've rambled on for a little bit longer than I normally do, in fairness. But upbeat, positive, that's the message I'm pushing. That's the mentality I've got. And I'll be back next week with another one, guys. So cheers, take care. See you then.